Henri Abraham César Malan was a Swiss Protestant minister and hymn writer. Life: Malan was born in Geneva, Switzerland and was a believing Christian from childhood. After completing his education, he went to Marseille, France, intending to learn business, but soon after, he entered the by then rationalistic Geneva Academy in preparation for the ministry. He was ordained in 1810. Malan was part of the Société des Amis, a group of conservative evangelicals at Geneva, which included Mulder Orbin, Louis Gaussin, the Menard brothers and others. In 1816 to 1817, during a visit to Geneva, Scotsman Robert Haldane met up with this group on a regular basis and taught through the letter to the Romans. This catalyzed a movement which has come to be known as the Le Réveil, bringing fresh life to the Protestant churches on the continent of Europe, in Switzerland, France, the Netherlands and further afield. Malan was suspended from ministry in 1818 for a forthright sermon preached in 1817 on justification by faith alone. Following an apology and restoration, he was again suspended for similar preaching and formally defrocked in 1823. In 1820, Malan founded an independent church called l'Église du Témoignage. After a period of intense growth, from 1830 members from this church migrated to another independent church, Bourg de Fort. Malan was known for his high Calvinist theology and somewhat autocratic manner, both of which contributed to the decline. Malan traveled widely outside Geneva, making frequent trips to Britain. During his time in England and Scotland, Malan showed his effectiveness in personal interviews. Among others, Rabbi John Duncan owed his conversion to the ministry of the Genevan. César Malan was the father of Orientalist and linguist Solomon César Malan. Malan died and is buried at Vanduvers, Switzerland. Hymns: Malan was one of the originators of the hymn movement in the French Reformed Church, and some of his hymns remain in use today. My Saviour's praises I will sing, and all his love express, whose mercies each returning day proclaim his faithfulness. Quote, "Every day I will bless you." Hymn by César Malan. Speaking of César Malan's hymns, Julian, the hymnologist, wrote, "The spirit of Malan's hymns is perpetuated in the analysis of Christian experience, the never-wearied delineation of the hopes and fears, the joys and sorrows of the believer's soul, which are still the staple of French Protestant hymns." Malan was also a prolific author. He was very poetic in his writings and through the Spirit spoke to the heart, compelling them to reconcile to God.